Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of January 1st to the 7th, the first week of 2024. I am so excited. So we're going to start off with a giant tarot card, and this is going to represent the overall energy for you this week, and you have the High Priestess. Okay, there is certainly going to be a lot of spiritual insights, wisdom, and epiphanies taking place for you this week. I feel like you're very clear-minded. You know exactly what other people's intentions are with you. You're really reading into what lies beneath the surface, what people may not be saying. You may be having spiritual dreams at this time that are showing you your own hidden emotions, intentions, and things that you need to know about. But the High Priestess is like, no one can fool you. Okay, no one can manipulate you or fool you because you see right through people's behavior. Okay, not only that, but I'm seeing a lot of spiritual practices being of great significance this week. It is the first week of the solar new year, and I feel that you are going into this new year with a very spiritual perspective. So some of you may be doing some sort of spiritual practice, like starting the year off with like going to a sauna or doing yoga or journaling a lot, going for a hike. You know, one of the best New Year's I've ever had, I hiked 3 mountains on New Year's Day, and it was at Shenandoah National Park, and we were legitimately like the only people there. And it was so spiritual. It was beautiful, perfect fog. It was great. And I'm seeing a similar sort of energy for you. Not to say that you're going to be doing something like that, but it's like you are headed into this new year. Instead of thinking like, I'm going to party, I'm going to go wild, you know, and then I'm gonna go back to work. It's more so like wanting to enter this new year in a calm, fresh perspective, ready to go, motivated, spiritually aligned. So that's beautiful. We have flights coming out, and it says opportunity, prosperity, new venture, don't wait. Okay, I feel like you are spreading your wings currently and you are taking flight. It feels like your ideas are starting to get off the ground. You're building up a certain momentum for yourself. There are opportunities all around you right now that you're taking advantage of, and you don't want to stop. Okay, I feel like if anything there is this slight worry in the back of your mind, like I don't want to lose this momentum that's going on. I don't want to, you know, slide back into where I am. I want to keep going with this beautiful energy that's building in my life, and I feel like you will do that if you keep, you know, at it, and also like don't burn yourself out, you know. So as you know, build this energy, make sure you're also resting regularly every single day, you know, getting enough sleep every night, staying on top of your personal life, you know, with the boring basic stuff like cleaning and, you know, exercising and making sure there's food in your house, you know what I mean? So like, like keep it staggered, you know, grow, rest, grow, rest. Where people go wrong is they start having this beautiful momentum and they focus way too much on being productive, keeping this momentum up, and they just burn themselves out. They don't make time for rest. They don't make time to pause, to, you know, sit back for a second. And, you know, it's like whoop, boop. And then, you know, if it was like a graph, that's what I was trying to do. It like goes down. Whereas, you know, it should be like steps. You know, you go up, you make progress, you rest. You go up, you make rest. You get the point. All right. We have no need to worry. Exactly. The only worry in your mind is like, I hope this good energy persists. I hope this abundance, this prosperity that's been finding me continues. Like, I don't want this to falter. And I don't think it will if you know, keep listening to your own intuition. It'll tell you when you need rest. It'll tell you whatever you need, you know. Pay attention to your dreams, especially. Last night I had a weird dream. I had a dream that I was like working this job, and I was like, I don't know if I was like scheduled here today. This is weird. Like, did I just show up and I wasn't even invited, and I wasn't wearing any shoes, and I was like self-conscious about that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta run back home and get my shoes. But like, and I feel like it just showed this internal energy of like not being quite prepared, you know, not feeling like I'm clear on things, which makes a lot of sense because I'm behind on a lot of work right now. So your dreams will tell you exactly what you need in the present moment. So that way you don't slide off that momentum that you're building, okay? So pay attention to those dreams, pay attention to your intuition and insights. We're gonna get 6 tarot cards from the Cozy Witch Tarot. It's a new deck that I have. I love it so much. Okay, first card out is the Knight of Swords. Be ambitious, chase your every dream. Exactly. We see you entering this week so ambitious, so excited for the year ahead. And this year in particular, it feels like one where you are really focused on making your dreams become a reality. In particular, I'm seeing a lot of clear energy surrounding career, business, if you have your own business or starting your own business. Things like that seem to stick out to me a lot. Or even like finances, like if you're budgeting right now, so this year, 2024, you may have the goal of paying off all your debt or saving up for a house or something like that. And I feel like you are like laser focused on this goal and you're like, I'll do anything it takes. I will, pick up a side hustle. I will spend all of my spare time working on this business. I will, take on more hours at work. Like, I don't know, I'm seeing energy like that. Be ambitious, chase your every dream. This woman in this card, she wants to become a book blogger, as her shirt says, and she has all of these books, and she's literally running this from her bedroom, which is so reminiscent because I started my business from my childhood bedroom in my mom's house. And I had like no room to do anything. It was literally like a single bed, a desk with my computer, and then like my clothes. That's all I had room for. And you got to start somewhere. You don't need fancy stuff to do anything. When I started my main first YouTube channel, I started filming with literally just my Android smartphone. And that was it. I didn't even have a microphone. I didn't even have lights. I just had my phone and a window for light. So you can start anywhere, and I see you being very ambitious. We have the 5 of Wands coming out in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. And we see here everyone with very heated perspectives, and it says, a good coven lets every witch have a say. Wow, that is so true. The 5 of Wands does talk about either like a feeling of competition or arguments, heated debates. And it is in reverse. So I am seeing some sort of like back and forth. I want to say here, Aries, and I'm pointing you out. I'm calling you out. I'm not saying you're the one who's going to be responsible for this, but you are an Aries, okay? Let other people have their opinions, respect those opinions, and try to be aware of constantly playing the devil's advocate in conversation. So if someone's telling you what's going on in their life, or, just telling you about their opinions, their thoughts, whatever, like listen to them and ask them more questions to let them speak. Try to avoid kind of playing that devil's advocate too much and like pointing out a different perspective, even if you don't agree with that perspective. I feel like Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs have a tendency to love debating, love sort of like expanding people's perspectives by playing devil's advocate. And I feel like there may be someone in your life this week who, like, they're fine with that every once in a while, but it can become way too much for them, and then they just feel like you're not listening to them. So I would say be aware of that behavior within yourself, because you don't want, you just trying to have a healthy debate turn into an actual argument and someone feeling unheard, okay? Third card out is the 9 of Cups. Live in a constant state of gratitude. I mean, this just shows general happiness this week for you guys. I feel like you're very content, very happy with the way that your life is going, the direction that you're headed in. So that is amazing. Second row of cards out, you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, there may be a significant water sign or even air sign in your life right now. Water sign, this would be a very mature, either in age or like spirit and mind. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in here. Very creative, mystical, magical, empathetic, sensitive as well. This may be the person who you need to be aware of playing devil's advocate with too much this week. And it says honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care, and also expanding that self-care to others by honoring their emotions and their experiences. So when someone's telling you stories about their life, or, talking about their emotions, that is not the time or place to be playing devil's advocate, okay? If someone is telling you, look, I plan on doing so and this and that with my life, that is not the time for you to say, oh, well, what if this happens? Like, if someone's saying like, oh, I'm gonna go travel to like Japan or something, that's not the time and place to be like, oh, well, what if you get murdered? Like, what if this, what if that? That's annoying, okay? That is annoying behavior. And same thing if someone's telling you something very vulnerable and emotional, it's not the time or place to be like, well, why did you do this? Why did you do that? So just be aware of that. That could be a water sign. They don't have to be though. There could also be an air sign in your life that's around the same age or like place as you in life, the same maturity level. And that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, possibly Venus, if you're romantically involved with them or creatively involved with them. And this person here, I feel like you really connect with them on your goal or like something that you're trying to build up for yourself. For example, if you're a book blogger, this may be someone who has started their own blog before and you really enjoy talking to them, bouncing ideas off of each other, and it's really great. So I'm seeing two amazing people in your life right now. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh, guys. This is coming out right underneath that 5 of Wands in reverse. These are very similar cards. Here's what it looks like upright. Okay, and we see a lot of witches pointing, singling out that one right there. It says witches should hold other witches accountable, which is true. I hate when people have friends who suck, like they treat other people awful or they make very bad decisions for themselves and they don't speak up about it. A true friend is someone who says, hey, I see you making these choices that are toxic, that are harmful, and I love you, I care about you, so I am pointing it out to you because I don't know if you're aware that you're doing this. That's a true friend. And you know what? Like, you can lose some friends over that. I lost friends over being a real friend, but I'd rather be a real friend and help, because that's love. That is love. Love is not ignoring the behaviors in your friends, your family, that is harmful. Now, they may get defensive. It may turn into an argument. That can happen too. And we do see argumentative energy going on here. However, another thing I want to say with the 7 of Wands in reverse, I'm picking up on this energy. You guys, you have to be really, really mindful this week of not singling someone out. Like I've been saying, be very mindful of when you play devil's advocate, when you are conversating with someone. If they are telling you vulnerable pieces of information or what they plan on doing or anything about their life, their experiences, that is not the time or place to be like in this devil advocate energy. That is the time and place to be asking more questions, to press into what they're saying, and giving them more opportunities to speak about it. Okay? Like, ask more questions. Focus on conversation from the perspective of, I want to get as much information from you as possible. I really want to understand the situation. That is how you can become a good listener. But when you're in this playful, fun energy of debating everything that someone's saying, just be aware of what they're talking about, A, if they're a sensitive person, B, and, if it's worth it, because sometimes, and here's another thing, there may be toxic or negative decisions that someone in your life consistently makes. But if they're not ready to hear that, if they're not ready for you to point it out to them, they may meet you with defensiveness. They may meet you with getting upset that you're pointing it out to them. And you know what? If that's the case, there's really nothing that you can do. They will see your wisdom in hindsight, okay? They will forgive you and understand that you were right in hindsight. And that may take days, weeks, months, years, whatever. So I wouldn't be too pressed about, someone not listening to your advice. If someone's not listening to your advice, stop giving the advice, okay? Let them learn the hard way is what I say to that. And we've all been there before. We've all been in a place where we were putting ourselves in a negative energy, negative situation, or doing something that was not good for us or the people around us. And we may have had friends or family try to warn us or tell us that. And we may have gotten defensive and we may have ignored it and then eventually learned. It's something that we all go through. We're all human. It's no reason to cut someone off. It's no reason to start an argument about it and create negative energy between you and this person about it. Sometimes you have to let people learn the hard way. For example, if you have a friend who's in an abusive abusive relationship and you can see it clearly, but they can't, and you're trying to tell them, hey, this person is abusive, this is awful, get out. And they're being defensive about it. They're saying you don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's the time you stop giving them advice. And you say, you know what? I will always be here for you. And if you ever want to leave this situation or escape this situation, I will be the first person to help you. So just call me up. You know I support you. I'm going to respect your decisions and, you know, do what you got to do. You know, go through this situation yourself, you know, learn for yourself. All right. Final card out for you, Ace of Swords, new communication, new ideas coming through. I am seeing a lot of new ideas towards your goals, your dreams, your wishes. It says, look at you, you're bursting with sparkly new ideas. Exactly. Yes, there's a lot of inspiration surrounding you this week. I love it. I feel like you're feeling really motivated to be creative, to get your ideas off the ground, to, you know, do everything that you want to set out for in the new year. So thank you guys for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this year ahead, or this week ahead. And if you actually do want an overview of your year ahead, go to my website, spiritpsychic.org. I have the 2024 Tarot and Mediumship reading there for a very limited time. It's only up for 4 more weeks, then it's gone forever, so go ahead and get it now. And I'll dive into the entire year of 2024 for you, and also I'll dive into 2023 and see what you've learned and what lessons you're bringing into this new year. We'll cover your questions, any topic that you want, any concerns or backstories that you leave, you know, go ahead and do that, and I will touch upon it in your reading, and then we will open the door for beautiful spirits to come through and give you any messages or communication that they need to give you, okay? So it's a great offering. Go get it now before it's gone, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.